for some reason, it's a little difficult to open. But here we go. Let me know what you think of this one. This one looks pretty cool. Let's hope we have some good luck with it tonight. Goodbye, I guess. Ooh, I like that. Alright. Anyway, I hope your day has been well and that you're ready to relax and play some solitaire. We have a very, very interesting deck here that I am a little puzzled about, but nevertheless, let's get into our first game of the night. I like it. It's different for sure. Yes. No. Interesting. That could be fun to play with on its own. Forget having a coin. Use a deck of cards, and there is our back. Alright. Let's begin shuffling up this deck. And I don't know about you, but I've never been one to really give in to the Ouija board, however you pronounce it, type of stuff. I always thought it was a little silly, but there's always two sides to the coin. So if you do believe in a Ouija board, why do you do so? And if you choose to answer the opposite part, please feel free. For myself, I never liked the idea of, I think you need 3 people. And it just seems like there's a lot of room for manipulation. Have you ever tried staying still, like perfectly, without thinking? Your body naturally contracts. So, there are a lot of reasons. There could be the illusion of the disc moving on its own. But besides that, what a nice deck to start our night. So let's begin with the Jack of Spades. 7 of Hearts. And an ace down. Nice and early. And let's hope we can get ourselves a king to free up a spot for ourselves. Excellent. Also, if you like these cards, since you've been asking so much, there is a link in the description to where I got this deck and many of my others. So if you start building your collection like I know some of you are, let me know which ones you get. I think I'm gonna I know I've said I wouldn't do it in a while, but I might get some more cards. I think I'm running out. As we have ourselves some nice consistent plays for this one. Okay, let's continue. You know what? Let's do something a little silly. Just a little bit. So, to test out this Ouija stuff, we'll give this deck a chance to be a little naughty, I guess. So, deck of cards, anybody listening, if there is anything out there in tonight's games, use the triple pattern 666 or let's say a quadruple set. Either or of those, because those are kind of an anomaly if they're done, especially if it is done with not a prerequisite but a mentioning beforehand Let's see if there is anything unknown around us, because it would make sense. We do get that triplet quite a bit. Anything can be explained or argued against. There we go. You know, let's just wait because we're having lots of smooth plays so far. And now all we need is a red 10. Also, how many of you are into ghost hunting or anything like that? As we get our first fat stack of the night to our left. If you're wondering why it is a little bit tight, it is because of the glare. Just keeping it nice and pretty at the moment. Highlight the cards as much as possible. And that is our third play. So a red 5. And we would get our second fat stack of the night. Anyway, how many of you were/are into ghost hunting? Anyway, so we get our second fat stack right there. I remember as a kid I'd used to watch this show called Ghost Adventures. That was really fun. I'd mainly watch the first part of the show, where it was more historical context. Beyond that, it was a little tough to go through, as there's nowhere for that Jack 6 or Queen. Time to stack up and see if we can prolong our efforts. There we go. Somehow, some way. And it looks like, regardless, that is the end to our first game. Not too bad, but just a little short there. But a good start to the night. Only 4 cards left unturned. And let's see which cards they were. 22. Alright, game number 2. Here we go. Anyway, Ghost Adventures was pretty fun. It was always nice hearing the historical context of the penitentiary, a sort of asylum or institution, some place where there was about 100 years history behind it. I know that might not seem like much for non-American viewers. They did go to a couple places outside of the United States as well that was somewhat interesting to watch, but I just view it as entertainment. Alright, game number 2. Keep an eye out. I'm actually really enjoying these cards and their background. Their face cards are pretty neat too. I wouldn't say eerie, but dated, which kind of fits the theme pretty well. Let's do it. And thinking about it, they're actually pretty good quality as well. first impression was a little bit weary. They didn't feel like they were the most durable, but going through, they're actually pretty sturdy. And who doesn't love a dark deck now and again? No 10, but we get an ace. Triple jacks. Yet another triplet. All right. 6. 6. Ace. Oh, you were thinking it, but there is another 6, and actually we could have played the other one. My bad, but luckily we'll get a second chance at it momentarily. I really enjoy this color. Alright, let's get some of those 6s. Not that one, but that one. And there you go. And a red king. Keep it out of the glare. Show us something good. A 6. Is that good? Yes, it is. As we can place down our king. By the way, if any of you know the people on the cards, please feel free to let us be informed of that. It's just creating a little bit of mystery. All I'd say is just people who've invented the game, but that's fairly obvious. And maybe people who've been affected or claimed some sort of paranormal forces with it. That type of thing. Right, we need an 8, not that 8. That helps. Oh, I thought that was an 8. Surprisingly nowhere for that 4. A 9 will help, and that will help us get our third fat stack of the night so early. So at least we have that going for us. And all 4 aces once again. Can we close it out this time? Very close game. Nowhere for that king. And nowhere for that king. One card short we just won our first game and our fourth fat stack of the night. What a lengthy first two games we've had. But you know what? It's worth it. Two good ones to start. Who knows where we're going from here? And they're the eights. All of these spades in order, ace to king, along with all of the clubs in order, ace to king. Next, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Victory shuffle time. Here we go. I have a feeling tonight's going to be a long video. Here we go. Oh, kind of fell apart, but do we recover? Ace 2, 3. You know what? Not too bad. On to game number 3. What are we at? 4 fat stacks and a win, heading into our third game. You know, 6 fat stacks would be an interesting number indeed. Just something to think about. For those of you who don't know, I record next to a bookshelf. And sometimes while shuffling, I just look at the many titles to my right. For example, I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb is a book. Cat Speak is another book. The Six Wives of Henry VIII by Alison Weir. What else? Let me deal this out. Anyway, what I was trying to get to is I just noticed a book I haven't really looked at. This pretty much any solitaire video to this point. And that's kind of interesting considering we're in the 400s. But let me finish this out and I will explain or read the title. The Satanic Verses by Salman Rushdie. It's a real book, I'm telling you. The Satanic Verses. Coincidental. Or something from below. Who knows? Or is it all for show? Anyway, another decent start to this one. And as we start this one, let's get into our deck review. So, first off, the feel is pretty nice. You can see there's some good texture for control in the deck. Just making sure to get all of our plays in. The ace cards are superb with their designs, as well as the face cards. Not trying too hard, which is appreciated, but enough to show that there's a fair amount of effort. The back design is just awesome. Nice color, matching back to front. What else is there? Good look, good feel. today's upload, I should say. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, let's see. I knew it. Perfect. I'm telling you, long game tonight. A red 7 and a red king. 8.5 out of 10. Who would have thought? What would you rate it? I think 8.5 out of 10 is... Actually, no, it's not generous. It's just really well done. No apologies. There. 2. There's our 7. And now we need a white or black 10 to carry some of this weight. And we're lined up for another potential fat stack. Potential is the key word there. But I think we're missing the kings to do so. And just like that, onto our double check, as there's nowhere for that queen. 5, 7, queen or 4, so we must build to stay alive. Oh, how useless a card that was. So, once again, triple jacks, another triplet. No place left on the field, so we move on to our 4th game of the night, our silent game. As we sit at 4 fat stacks and 1 win on the night. Let's see which cards were left unturned. Ace, King, 10, 9, King, 3, 8, and 6. Talk to you later. finish up the night. Here we go. $28, $27, $26, $25, $24, $23, $22, $21, $20, $19, $18, $17, $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. With only one play to start and make that 2. Here we go. Final game. Let's see if we could stack up our numbers. Okay. That's kind of funny. Every game we've had a long and strong one, and our last one of the night, our quickest one yet. Answers nowhere for the 3, Jack, 10, 6, Queen, Jack once again, and Jack once again. So this is, I believe, the 3rd triplet of Jacks on the night, but not the triplet that we were looking for. You know, even though you didn't want it to happen, you still wanted to see if it would happen. Gotta be honest there. Anyway, that is it for tonight. For the last time, we have double 5s, double 4s, double 9s, triple 5s, double 10s, double aces, and make that quadruple 5s. What an interesting way to end it. But that is it. A very surprising, cool deck for tonight. And on to the next one. Another episode down in our ridiculous pursuit to 1,000. Another little peek inside the box. Yes, no. Was this video influenced? But oh, I can't even do that, never mind. It's too simple to just flip. Anyway, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed. It's always fun spending the night playing some cards with you. And that was the Oracle deck, OUIJA board deck. So my friend, I'm headed off to bed, and you do the same. So until we meet again, please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Many sweet dreams. And until then, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.